the Dave Ramsey Show, where debt is dumb, cash is king, and the paid-off home mortgage has taken the place of the BMW as the status symbol of choice. I'm Dave Ramsey, your host. Thank you for joining us, America. It's a free call at 888-825-5225, or you can go online at daveramsey.com. Click on Dave's email. Please keep those brief and to the point. We'll do our best to answer them as part of the show today. Our quote of the day from Jim Rohn: don't mistake movement for achievement. It's easy to get faked out by being busy. The question is, busy doing what? Is there traction involved? It's always a good idea to ask. Simon starts this hour off in Buffalo, New York. Hi, Simon. How are you?
Hi, Dave. I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Better than I deserve, sir. What's up?
Well, I just wanted to start off real quick by saying I found your book, Total Money Makeover, while I was stationed in Iraq last summer with the Air Force Reserves. I was there for 6 months. I came home, bought the book, read it in about a week. Been trying to get my wife on board since then. She feels that a budget is too constricting. She feels we really don't have too much debt because we pay off the Discover Bondage card every month. Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to get your ideas on how to get her on board.
Okay. Well, I mean, there's one of two possibilities here, in general, and maybe some combination of those. Possibility number one is you're a military guy. By the way, thank you for serving.
Yeah, we're welcome.
And military guys tend to be constricting.
I agree.
And so maybe you militaried the budget. And so she figured out this is just yet one more way for you to tell her what to do.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay. Well, nobody would want to do a budget if that was the case, and that wasn't what we taught you to do.
Right.
So, and then the other possibility is she's a spoiled brat and doesn't want anybody telling her what to do ever, and she's got her lip stuck out and lives her life in rebellion against everything, including herself, known as a princess. Might be a little of that in there.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay. She's pretty good with money. I mean, we really don't go out and spend a lot.
Okay, so most of it is she's afraid your new plan's going to take her vote away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what you've got to do is you might restart the conversation with an apology that you approached this wrong, because I've got a feeling you military barked this.
Maybe a little.
I don't know. I'm guessing. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It's okay. But if you did, then usually what a wife is going to do is her back's going to get up and she's going to go, I'll show you. I'm just not going to play.
Right.
I'm not even going to get in your little plan if your little plan's a way to twist my arm. So what we've got to do is reset the relationship aspects of this and say the purpose of the budget is not because we're deeply in debt. The purpose of the budget is so that you and I can communicate better, so that we're on the same plan together, so that we can win together. And it's not me telling you what to do, and it's not you doing whatever the freak you want to do. We got to do this together, and we got to make our decisions together. And as long as we do that, then that's called a marriage in harmony. That's not a control freak making his wife behave, and it's not a princess running around doing whatever she wants to do. It's you and I working in harmony together, heading both directions, doing everything we can do. And both directions meaning both of our input. And so, because when you can agree on your spending in a marriage, what you've done is you've communicated, you've cooperated. Almost every single lady in every single marriage listening to me right now would like to have more communication from her husband. Very few women say, oh no, I want my husband to stop communicating. He's killing me. That is almost something that never leaves a female mouth. And almost all guys would like to have a little more cooperation from their wives. And the way you get more communication and cooperation, one of the best tools to do that is the budget, because when you agree on your spending, you've agreed on your life. You're cooperating and you're communicating. And so go at it from that angle rather than, we're all screwed up, we're all getting on a budget right now, sir, yes, sir. I don't think so. I'm not saying you did that. I'm exaggerating. But the point is that if she feels like this is a method for you to tell her what to do, she's not going to play. And I think that is what might have happened. BJ is on the line in Tulsa, Oklahoma. What's up, BJ?
Hey, Dave, tell everybody again how we're all doing.
Better than we deserve. How can I help?
That's right, sir. Got a question for you. I'm fairly new listener. My wife and I have just refinanced our home from a 30-year to a 15, dropped 2.25%.
Yay.
And, yeah, no kidding. And almost immediately it got sold to Bank of America. And then I hear all these horror stories, and now what do? How can I protect myself?
Nothing. You've just got to be on guard against their incompetence.
Yeah.
They're not out to get you. They're just incompetent.
Correct.
And they're so large that they're unresponsive. They just don't get back to you. They don't solve problems. They just don't treat their customers very well. So, and there's not a lot you can do about it. They own Countrywide, which is the largest wholesaler of mortgages in the U.S. So it's not unusual for your mortgage to get sold to them. It's not like it's a 1 in 10 chance. It's a better chance than that.
Yes, sir. I got one more question for you. I've heard you talk about the 5 books you make your employees read.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me those again?
Sure.
I didn't catch them today. And
no problem. These are every team member that joins has to read these in the first 90 days, and they're small. They're not very thick at all. They're easy to read. One is called QBQ by John Miller, which is about personal responsibility. It's question behind the question. It is your job. You pick it up, you move it. It is your deal. Don't blame it on somebody else. No victim thinking, nothing like that allowed. It's a great book, especially in the environment we live in today. The second one is called Monk and the Merchant, which is letting you know that the merchant is as holy an activity as the monk's activities. From a spiritual standpoint, you are doing as much ministry when you're in the marketplace as if you're a preacher. And somehow we've gotten that confused. So I want people to work here to understand that what we do, and you doing it here, can be a ministry for you. That's very, very important to me.
Yes, sir.
The next one is one of my favorites. It's called The Go-Getter. And it's very hard to find. You can get it on our website because it's a 1926 copyright.
Oh, wow.
And it's an interesting... Have you ever heard the phrase, so-and-so's called a go-getter?
Yes, sir.
Bobby's a go-getter. Sally's a go-getter. That's where it came from, is this little book. We lost the book, but we kept the saying. And it's just a book it's a cute little story. All of these are little books. They're easy to read, 30, 45-minute reads, something like that. It's about perseverance. Never quit. That's very cool. And then Who Moved My Cheese, which is a classic by Spencer Johnson, and Rhinoceros Success. And Rhinoceros Success is just a fun book. It's kind of silly. Be a rhino, don't be a cow. Be passionate about what you're doing. And don't follow in the pack. Don't be like everybody else. And so those are the 5 that we stack up. QBQ, Monk and the Merchant, The Go-Getter, Who Moved My Cheese, and Rhinoceros Success. I think you can still get them all on our website. We're still selling them all in the bookstore at DaveRamsey.com. Check them out there. 14 and a half minutes after the hour, this is the Dave Ramsey Show.